Right, let's have a look at searching for stuff in your Online Mentor platform. So when you log in, you're straight into the search area actually. And so from here, and again, depending upon how your PC is configured, the size of the screen, etc., note that you can kind of adjust your kind of real estate settings, for want of a better expression. And I'm going to get rid of that menu bar altogether so that I've got a bigger screen to work from. So let's go through the options. The first thing is that you can just view, if you so wish, a particular entry. So I'm going to click that eyeball icon there, and there is my training record entry with all of my inputs captured and reflected back. Okay, that's useful enough. What I may also want to do from time to time is view everything in my training contract record or my portfolio, in which case if I click view all, I see everything that I've got. And from here I can print that, and I can print that from the browser in case I need to sit down, for example, with my supervisor. Okay, let's get rid of that. Now, to begin with, it's maybe perfectly appropriate to click the View All button, but there will come a point where you want to be a bit more selective about your date range. So, for argument's sake, if I want to search for all of the entries from, let's say, 1st of July, by selecting that date through the date picker, the system automatically narrows down my search results. And again, I have the same options of viewing individual entries or viewing all of those entries and then printing them, if appropriate, from the browser. Okay, so let's reset that. I could also search by keywords, so if I want to find the entries that have got some kind of reference to drafting, then I can do that as well. Another thing that I might want to do, and if I just open that up a bit, and again remember, whenever you see the expand contract button, it can be useful. I can search potentially against my outcomes, be they SRA or anything else. So if I want to have a look at particular experience in relation to interviewing, taking instructions and advising, then I expand that up and I can see that I've got one entry in my record for that, I've got two for that, I've got two for determining what further information is needed. If I tick the box next to that, notice what happens at the bottom. It narrows down those two entries in my training record that specifically tag that particular tick box. If I untick it, it resets. And depending upon the level of rigor that you want to go into, you will see, I hope, that this enables you to be very specific about the searching that you're doing. And also, by the by, and remember, this is the same this is the same kind of set of tick boxes as you'll see when you're creating stuff. This is also potentially a good kind of heads up on how you're doing in terms of progression and coverage. Yeah, the gaps will appear as well as the numbers. So time and work management, prioritizing tasks, there it is. There's my one entry so far. Okay, I can also search with reference to practice areas. So again, if in due course I think it's relevant for me to do a search by, let's say, IP experience, I can tick the box and those three entries are found. And you can probably see that by mixing and matching, you can do potentially all sorts of searches. So you could say, I want to know what experience I got in drafting, but also within IP. And the answer is that those are the three that are relevant there. So, in essence, that is what you need to know in terms of searching for stuff in your Online Mentor training record.